Welcome back, everyone. Actually, a good-looking day turned out to be with all that sunshine. Both of the clouds rolled on in, had temperatures making their way around the low to mid-50s. Then the clouds started to thicken up, and boom, we finally get some wet weather out there. And that's certainly being noticed on our Bridgepoint camera right across the bridge itself. Now we're noticing more of that rain still making its way from southwest to northeast. Steadier rains going on just north of the I-80 corridor as that continues to make its way off to the northeast. Reports so far, I would say an average. We've been seeing about a tenth, some local areas already close to a quarter of an inch of rain. And I think we still have a little bit more wetter to go. You can see kind of this little area of activity that's trying to blossom well off to our south and west. That's a little disturbance that's whipping just off that area of low pressure. And I think this is the wave we'll keep an eye on for any more chances for some scattered showers. I think by the time we get near sunrise tomorrow, the coverage won't be as great, but nonetheless, that chance will be out there before sunrise. And then waiting the wings is this area of low pressure, but the big difference compared to where we're talking about this weekend is that the track, instead of being more north, is going to be making its way a bit more south. So by the time we get later in the week, Thursday, Friday, I really think we're going to be talking about a lot more clouds and any real chance for some steady rainfall across here. Take a look at our future track. This is after midnight, looking very well off to our north and east. But there's that wave I just told you about, and that's going to try to make its way through as we get to about 4 or 5 a.m. But you can see the coverage doesn't look all too great. By then, temperatures are only going to be dropping in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees or so. We'll go about 40 in the Quad Cities, and we'll continue with the clouds heading into tomorrow. So I have to trim those temperatures down a little bit with some upper 40s, temperatures farther south. As we'll see those numbers back in those low, maybe even mid 50s. But we're not quite done with the wet weather. You can see by lunchtime, we got another wave coming on through with some scattered showers about. Then it's just a lot of clouds that we expect to see as we go throughout our Wednesday. Most of our Thursday, I would say, and I think by Thursday, our upper 40s on Wednesday will be more like upper 50s for daytime highs on Thursday. And then we'll start cooling off those temperatures a little bit going into Friday again. But the main rain axis is actually well down to our south and east. That should give way to a pretty nice weekend. And we'll show you that with the 8, and we'll stretch it out to the Thanksgiving week as well on our 14-day tracker right after this.
The Pop 2000 Tour with Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC, O-Town, Ryan Cabrera, and LFO is coming to Rhythm City Casino on Thursday, December 18th at 8 p.m. Hear songs like Bye Bye Bye, All or Nothing, and more. Tickets are available at rhythmcitycasino.com or at the market at Rhythm City.
Okay, let's take a look at that 8-day tracker. And who's not thinking about that weekend? Low 50s on Saturday, mid 50s as we get to Sunday. More importantly, dry, and we'll keep that dry weather going into the beginning of the Thanksgiving week. But as you can see in our 14-day tracker, and this trend hasn't really changed too much, especially when it comes to our temperatures. But those numbers for daytime highs keep getting lower and lower and lower. I mean, we may be dropping a few raindrops on Thanksgiving Eve itself. Thanksgiving Day should be fine. And then possibly as we get to the following weekend, we may be talking about some more precipitation. But with those temperatures, it could be a cold rain or maybe a rain-snow mix. I'll just say it again. It's a trend. It's a trend. 3-degree guarantee sponsored by good friends at Eric Chevrolet in Milan. I was hoping for a bullseye.
Ooh.
Missed it by 1 degree, but that's okay. That means another $20 in the pot. And still a perfect month so far.
Ooh, could you do 2 perfect months in a row? That'd be incredible.
It's never been done before, but we're feeling
They
very
say it couldn't be done.
so true.
Thanks, Dave.
You got it.